think I've outdone myself this time, folks. What a work of art. Today in the wood yard, we're delivering a full cord of oak. Here we go. So last night after I got home, I got an email message from one of my longtime, really good customers that had a question. He said, I need more firewood. Normally I get one face cord at a time, but I have delivered to him probably 6 or 7 times, usually one at a time. He said, I kept track of my records, and he said, last year I went through 3 face cords in the summer. Well, it's the beginning of summer. And he said, is it easier for you to deliver 1 face cord or 3 face cords? Because if you can deliver 3, I'll take 3. Definitely 3. So what I'm gonna, because I'd rather sell more than less. So what I'm gonna do, and I've got all my wood right here, all in a row. So the piles that I have now are pretty much all either in full cord piles or face cord rows. So all I have to do is take this whole row right here that you see, that's 2 face cords. And I'm gonna come over here to this pile, and this is 4 more face cords. So I have to take the first row, or is there 3 rows there? Let me look and see here. Yeah, it's just 2 rows. So I'll take half of this, and that'll be my full cord. So it's kind of nice being able to just chuck it and go. Because I had a question on one of my videos recently that I did. Somebody asked how I know how much wood I'm putting in. Well, all my piles are pretty much pre-measured, except for some of the really tall ones aren't. And I really like delivering a full cord at a time because it's just efficient. I can just throw it in, I don't have to stack or anything. And if I have to do 4 face cords or 5 face cords, I actually have to stack it to get it to fit because of the fluff when you throw it in. It takes up so much more volume, you lose about 25–30% or so. So by stacking it, you can really get a lot more wood in. But I would really like to just chuck it and go, so it'll be really nice. So I'm gonna load her up right now, and then when I get back, because you're gonna stick around, I know you are, we're gonna do a bunch of splitting today. It's supposed to get into the 90s again today, so I'm gonna try some splitting, see if that works. It's pretty early in the morning right now, so hopefully I'll get some work done before I melt. So, loading time. It is in, loaded. So I did this whole row here and then half of this row here. So I got 3 face cords of oak left right here. And then I got, I think there's like another 7 or 8 over there, and then I'm out of oak. But I got it done, and somebody turned the heat up while I was doing it. I don't know why. Whew, it's toasty. So I'm gonna go dump this, and then we're gonna do some splitting. So that'll be fun. Here we go again. Well, at my delivery, I did not record it because I backed into a real narrow garage, and I tipped the trailer up as much as I could, then we shoved the wood off, and there was 2 people there, and I don't think they really wanted to be on camera, so didn't record it. But on my way back, I stopped at the pallet store, and I got a pallet, well actually 2 weird pallets, and then a big monster pallet, and then a bunch of these runners. And the reason I did that is because my cookie cage, here I'll show you, or cookie corral, or bit bin, or chunk cage, whatever you want to call it, is very full. This is it. And I've got more to go. I heaped it as high as I could. I mean, you can see how high it is here with me standing by it. It's 8 feet high. I've got it heaped up as high as it'll go, and I need to build another one because I have more chunks that will be coming from this stuff and from down into the cherry, and then down into the maple that I have cut. And I have 2 years, well, a year and a half worth. I sold a bunch of it, but I do have a bunch more that I've cut since that's back over here. So I never had a bin to put all this stuff in. So everything that's under this tarp, this is all chunks too. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that really big pallet, these 2 big pallets, and I got a couple more up over there, and I'm going to bring them back over into this area here where I used to have all of the cherry and this hickory. And I'm going to build kind of off in this corner right here and right in through here so I can still get through there to dump stuff. But right in here, I'm going to build a big corral, so then all those chunks that are in there can be put into the corral. And then once that's full, then I'm probably going to get some IBC totes, if I can get them cheap enough, and start filling those so I can move those around with my tractor once I get it. So I want to get this all cleaned up, and then with the tractor shove all this stuff back into the piles there, get that piled up, and then I can stack more wood right in this area here, because I could fit a whole nother truckload in here once I get that wood stacked. So I think that's what I'm going to do today instead of splitting wood. I was going to split wood, but there's shade here now, or starting to be shade in this area, and out where the splitter is, it is very sunny, and it's about 89 degrees right now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the pallets taken over there, and I'm going to clean that area out and build another cookie corral. That's what I'm going to do right now. So I took all the beams and all the runners that I had over here, moved them over this way, and now I got lots of chunks and debris in here that I want to get cleaned up. So this is all open now, so I'm going to rake everything that direction. So I'm going to pull everything this way, and then the big bin is going to go like right from here all the way to like here and all the way back. So the raking and construction is going to start. This is nice because I got shade here. I had to switch hats. My ears are getting crispy. I got to cover them this time of year when I'm out in the sun all day, because the tops of my ears, they get all nasty from too much sun, start peeling, and then I look like I'm a leper, and I don't really want to be a leper yet. So anyway, we're going to do some raking now, and then we're going to build it. So there, I got some big Mamba Jamba pallets over here. This one here is like 8 feet by 8 feet. It's heavy. That's a big one, that's a big one, that's a big one, that's a big one. So what I do is put some of the old crappy ones and some of the thinner ones down the bottom, and just try to figure out the puzzle now as far as putting, you know, the back, the sides. I want to go all the way out to there, and then I think I'm going to go one more pallet here. So it's 9 pallets in the middle. So it's going to be a big bin, which is good because there's a lot of cookies over there and a lot of chunks. So I just got to go get a couple more small pallets, or regular size pallets for here. I need 1, 2, I need 4 more. I got plenty of them up there, so I just got to go dig them out. Am I ever glad that I am in the shade? I was out in the sun getting these pallets. Whew! It is toasty out there. It's got to be 91, 92 degrees now. That's what they said it was going to be. So I'm going to go get some more pallets, and then we're going to start constructing in just a little while. I think I've outdone myself this time, folks. What a work of art. Oh, I took all the crappiest pallets I had, put them on the ground here, and then I took all the oversized ones I can't really use for anything else and made the walls. So this is gonna hold a lot of cookies. It's 9 pallets, 9 4x8 pallets. So what is that? That means this is 12 feet by 10 feet. 12 feet by 10 feet is what it ends up being, something like that. Pretty big. I think this is big enough we could have some octagon. It wouldn't be an octagon though. This would be a rectangle. This would be in the rectangle. We could have some MMA fighting in here. It's okay. It's kind of solid. I mean, I put these braces on to help it, and I put some braces along the bottom there. And I got it nailed. Every spot that I could find where I could connect pieces, I nailed it and put some braces on it, but it'll hold. All it's going to do is hold a bunch of cookies. So this one I had to put here because this was so wobbly here. I had to put something to brace this one right here, but we're going to put everything in from right here. So I'm going to uncover this in a minute, and I'll start doing some chucking here, but I'm not going to do it all. But we can throw stuff in here. I can get in and out, and then once this starts to get full here, then we can put a wall here, and then I'll just, to get everything out when I do need to get it, I'll just climb up over the top, and we can back a truck right up into here, the trailer, and just chuck them out from there. So that's going to be a lot of cookies. So now I'm going to uncover this here, and I'll show you what's underneath there. There's a lot of cookies in there. So I'll be right back. So we're going to uncover the cookies here. This is a very large tarp I've got. And I already know that a whole bunch of the you shoulders are going to say, you should have used that big pallet on the bottom, but I wanted the height. And I wanted to get rid of all the smaller 40 by 48 pallets on the bottom. And I had these odd size pallets, you know, I had some 5 by 7, some 6 by 6s, and I think one of them is like a 4 by 8. So I just wanted to get rid of those taller ones so that I can build it up nice and high. Who knows, maybe we'll do an addition, maybe we'll do a second floor eventually. It could happen. Anyway, I just want to get this big tarp off of here. This is a huge tarp. This is probably the biggest one I've ever had. Oh, almost broke my brace piece there. This has been covered for a very long time. I'm going to move you guys over so you can see the size of this tarp. It is a monster, because this pile goes, I don't know, all the way down to there, long ways. There we go. There, I got one of the tarps off. So yeah, look at this. It's all the way down to here. How is this for a lot of cookies? I got another piece of plastic underneath here to climb up. So hey, these are all the shorties and cookies here. That's a lot. That's probably going to fill that bin, but that's okay. I can build another one, because what I want to do is then push all the debris and stuff down over into the woods here, and then that wood right there is ready to be sold. There's some oak right there, and then I clean that up, and then all of that wood is going to be stacked right there, and then all of this is going to be stacked, and then this will be open, and I can clear this out a little bit better, maybe move back farther where I'm stacking, even push this stuff back even further. So I'm going to do some chucking now. Come down off of the cookie mountain. There she be. Yeah, it's a bunch, and it is mostly oak and cherry, and there's some locust in there, a little bit of ash, very little pine. There's not much pine at all. And what I think I might do is when I'm chucking it in, I might throw the pine, might build another bin and put the pine separately so I don't have the softwood in with it. We'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna do some chucking now. That was 15 minutes of chucking like a maniac, and all I got done is just this little corner right here. So there's a lot more to go yet. So what I'm going to do next, I'm not going to throw any more of this in because I just kind of did this edge because this was the newer stuff that I put down here, right here. Stuff this was just from this winter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here where I've been throwing stuff since probably, yeah, it was this winter, like January I started, and I got a bunch of stuff over here I threw over here that I'm gonna have the machine, Brady, tomorrow, he's coming. I'm gonna have him take all this and put that in first, and then I'm gonna have him go up where I've been cutting and splitting and get all those chunks, put those on the bottom because those are the newest ones. Might as well put those on the bottom so they're down there longer. And all the stuff that's here in this pile now is all stuff that's either 1 to 2 years old, pretty much from like here back. So that stuff can go on top then because that's dry, ready to be sold. And what I'm going to do is run a separate ad just for this stuff. The ad's going to basically say something about cheap chunk wood for grilling, camping, barbecuing, that kind of thing, campfires, or even heating. And I think I'm going to price it so that it sells fairly fast because I got a lot of it. I think I'll do like a 5.5 foot box level, probably for like 40 bucks, 50 bucks, and then a 6.5 box level full, which would equal about a half of a cord actually, because if you stack a 6.5 foot box full right to the level, the top, it holds about a half a cord, and normally that would be like 165, 170 bucks. So I'll probably sell it for like 75 bucks, something like that. And then an 8 foot box probably be like 90 bucks because that's going to be almost a full cord if we really put it full, something like that. I'm not sure exactly, but that's what I think I'm going to do, and hopefully it'll sell. We'll find out next time. So tomorrow Brady's going to be here. He says he's coming tomorrow. He is the machine. He's my high school kid, and I'm going to have him throw cookies, and then maybe we'll do some splitting and some stacking and all that kind of good stuff. That's all I got time for today. So tomorrow you should come back. I'll be here chucking wood. That's what's going to happen. It'll be fun. And between now and then, get outside, get cutting. Good night, Irene.